Hang
I'm
on.
Carly.
Okay, start and go.
Hi, I'm Carly from Tribe.
And I'm Prem.
And this is day one of our 100-day challenge. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but I'm also super excited. Today we want to talk about containment, which is like a really interesting topic to us. And most briefly, containment is really about the side of boundaries where we're protecting other people. So one side of boundaries is how we protect ourselves, and the other side of boundaries is how we protect other people, where we're containing ourselves, we're aware of where we potentially could be violating of people. So this came up a little bit in our experience this morning.
A little bit.
A little bit. Love to hear you share, Pam.
So I like the definition that you just gave of containment. I think it's really simple. And so for me this morning, I woke up and I felt a bit fucked up. Felt some resentment, and I felt a bit kind of weepy and a bit victim-y. Although I didn't know all those things, I just knew I didn't feel good. And then Carly and I were lying in bed and we started to chat about that, and then I started to connect with the feelings that I was feeling, and then essentially I just offloaded everything that I was feeling. And I didn't have, in the moment, I was just running with whatever was there. And so I was pretty uncontained. And then I asked Carly, at certain points I asked him what it was like hearing what I was saying. And then at a particular point, I could see, and also he was sharing, that he was feeling that my timing wasn't particularly good, and that he named all these things that he has on right now today, and the kind of morning that he needed to have to be able to go into the day with all the things that he needed to do. And what came to me was that I went pretty unconscious going into that conversation without checking first, how am I feeling? Okay, so I feel fucked up. B, do I need to talk to Carly about it? Is Carly the right person for me to talk to this about? And then, or is there someone else that would be better? And then C, if I am going to talk to Carly about it, how contained can I be? How much can I take responsibility for how I'm feeling and not blame him? And then if I can't do that, then can I let him know that, and then see if he's still a yes to just hearing me? So I didn't do any of those things. I didn't check in with myself. I didn't check in with him whether he was a yes to that. And so basically what happened was I vomited pretty much on him, and then he seemed pretty affected by that. And I thought that I got the containment thing pretty well down, when I'm feeling intense emotions, that I can stop myself. But this was a really good reminder to me that if I'm feeling intense sensation in my body, and I'm about to share it, that I need to set context with the person about the type of conversation I need to have. It's either a dialogue where we're going backwards and forwards, where we're working something out, or I'm asking for some space to just off gas, basically.
Nice. I super appreciate you sharing all that. Thank you. Vulnerability. Just a few extra thoughts from me around all of that. One is just how messy emotions are, and it's sometimes really confusing, what we want to express, and even the context behind it, and getting really clear on what the context of the conversation, the communication that we want to have is. I think it can take a bit of back and forth, and what became apparent for me in that conversation is actually you're feeling a lot, and actually really you just needed a context, a container for a conversation where you could just let go of some of that emotion, express it out. And if I was a bit more aware of that context in advance, I probably wouldn't have engaged in the same way in the conversation, actually would have just held a bit more space, and then I wouldn't have been kind of as fucked up, receiving those things. And so then that has me be aware too of also on my side of the equation, I can actually also check out what the context is, So I could have said, hey, hang on, what has you wanting to share this right now? And and I think I probably would have been able to engage in the conversation better, just hold that space for you. So that's a learning for me as well. Cool. Day one done. Bam.
Tick.
Thank you.